Should sex education be taught in school, or should it be the responsibility of a parent? Sex education is much needed in today's society for our future leaders of America. Sex education is needed to protect our children from sexually transmitted diseases, teen pregnancy, and any ambiguity that our kids may have about sex. Based on a study conducted by the Guttmacher Institute, the United States has the highest level of teen pregnancy. Based on their report, 75% of teenagers have sex by the time they reach the age of 20, and only 15% report to be virgins upon reaching the age of 21. These statistics are detrimental to our society today. Children need guidance, and education about sex is the only way to go. And it begins in the home, when a child is young, at a basic level, and as the child gets older, at a more advanced level. Sex education for a child should begin in the home because it was sex that created them, and who other than the parents could be a better source to educate their child about sex? In the beginning, a parent should teach the child, whether it be boy or girl, their vital organs they have and what they're used for. Parents can do this at a basic level without giving the child more information than they need based on the child's age. I remember in the movie Kindergarten Cop, the kid stated that a boy has a penis and a girl has a vagina. Although that was a movie, that was still a message delivered, and message was for parents that they need to tell their kids about sex. The home is the ultimate best place to introduce sex education to a child because many parents continue to have sexual intercourse for a long time, and sometimes a child can hear things, a child can see things. And sometimes they can just wonder what mommy and daddy are really doing. As a parent, you shouldn't hold back what you do from your children. If you're having sex and a child is aware that you're doing something but they really don't know what it is, educate them on sex and what you're doing, why you're doing it. Sex is not only a physical thing, but sex brings forth emotions, body changes, and a bonding between two people. In most families, a boy is more likely to run to the mother for things, and a girl is more likely to run to a father for things. This strategy works in sex education also, because a father can tell a daughter what to watch out for with males, and a mother can tell a son what to watch out for with females. Although the home is the best place to begin sex education, there are some benefits of being taught sex education in school. Sex education in the school system can be pretty descriptive and can help a child picture sexual activities. When I was growing up, I remember the school nurse would teach us about STDs and how they can be transmitted from one person to another. Most STDs are curable, but there are a few that aren't, such as AIDS, herpes, and HIV. The best way to not get an STD is to not have sex. Boys and girls both go through puberty, in which they both experience different body changes such as pubic hairs, increase in hormones, and attitude changes. Females also begin to develop breasts and have menstrual cycles. Many students experience these changes, and the school system briefly educates them on what they are going through. But the parent can be a better source to learn about puberty and the changes that a child's body is going through. When I was in middle school, we could get condoms from the school nurse without any questions asked, although some parents thought that the school was condoning sexual activities for children. But it was a way to get the message to kids that if you're going to have sex, at least protect yourself while doing it. Parents are responsible for educating their children and getting their children the protection and contraceptives they need in order to prevent pregnancy and to better protect against sexually transmitted diseases. A parent knows their child and knows when they have a change in behavior and can give a better one-on-one about sex with their child, whereas in school setting, a teacher speaks to a group of students on one level, not knowing each individual's student's changes. Parents have to be the number one person that children can go to for information about sex because they have more trust in their parents than they do a teacher or a pamphlet. Parents can speak to a child so that the child can understand everything they're saying. Whereas in a school setting, Many things about sex go in one ear and out the other. Kids, they learn about sex because a lot of times teachers speak on a well-educated level rather than speaking on a basic level where the students can understand. A parent is more reliable than any educational facility when it comes to sex education, and parents are the sole responsible parties for educating their children on sex. A parent always has the edge over sex education in the school because the parent can give their child what they really need to know. Sex education is the responsibility of the parent because a child will view their parent as a mentor, and most children believe their parents more than they will believe what an instructor is teaching them. It is the responsibility of the parent to always give guidance and educate their child on sexual education, because if a child gets pregnant and the parents haven't educated their child with the proper knowledge or equipped them with protection, then society will hold the parent responsible for the child getting pregnant. Whereas a school teacher will not be responsible for a child getting pregnant or getting an STD, because their only job is to teach them. It's up to the student to apply their knowledge. Parents are responsible for educating their children about sex. Don't put your child's sex life in the hands of a teacher. Teach them, guide them, equip them. Your child, that's your responsibility.